Hello students, in the previous video we will discuss about the principles of curriculum development. In this video we will see the curriculum development. Education is a process of development. Education is closely related to the curriculum development. Curriculum development is defined as the planned, purposeful, progressive and systematic process in order to create a positive improvements in the education system. The development process contains multi-stage, ongoing and cyclical process. The process progresses from evaluating the existing program to designing an improved program to implementing a new program and back to evaluating the revised program. Components of effective curriculum development process. Planning. Identifying the key issues and trends in a specific content area. Then articulating and developing. Developing a sequencing of grade level and course objective. Identifying the resources, material to assist with a program implementing. Third is the implementing, putting a new program into practice. And fourth is evaluating, updating the program and determining the success of the program. Foundation of curriculum development. Foundation of curriculum development has philosophical foundation, psychological foundation and sociological foundation. Philosophical foundation determines the goal of life and education try to achieve that goal through its aim and curriculum. The philosophy adopted by the nation for achieving the objective of the nation has a great impact on the planning of curriculum. The philosophy following table highlights the relation between the philosophy and its reflection through the curriculum. The perennialism. This perennialism is the most traditional and conservative and inflexible philosophy. It is based on the belief that human nature is constant. Education should focus on developing rationality. According to this philosophy, the education should focus on developing rationality. They believe in a structured, controlled and disciplined education. Their focus method was drilling. The teacher was dominant and the student a passive receiver. In idealism, the truth is found through the consistency of ideas. They believe that education should sharpen the mind and hence it was essential to polish the intellectual process. Teachers had to be the role model of the student and students were slightly passive. A method focused on memorizing and learning by rote and they believe in an ordinary process of education. A realism. The law of nature and the order of the world were very important for realistic. Observation was the base for any learning. Factual information was of relevance and science and mathematics were the important subjects. Teacher was still dominant and students were passive. The education had to be highlight, disciplined and orderly. Existentialism. They believe that the education should help the student in knowing themselves and understanding their place in the society. And they believe that change was the reality of all the time. Teacher-student interaction were important as to make the student understand themselves better, and hence student would determine their own rules and the teacher would be necessary to assist the students. Then in pragmatism, the experience is the center of the universe. The beliefs and ideas are the true if they are workable and profitable, otherwise false. So, the principles of utility and learning by doing have a major role in curriculum design. The interest of the students are primary. Project method, problem solving and experiential learning are relevant. And teacher is the facilitator and learning is an joint venture between the teacher and the students. In order to make a clear and correct decision while planning the curriculum, the situation must be analyzed and appropriately the goals be finalized. Then sociological foundation. Sociological foundation. The society influences the school curriculum. Curriculum should be constructed according to the need and requirements and conditions of the society. Students. The students are mature and responsible enough to provide their input in curriculum construction. Then parents. Parents' input is also important as to know what they expect from school and what aspiration does they have, because they are the one who provide the students and they give the money. Then educators. The teacher, supervisor and administrator have the major responsibility in the curriculum development as they are the one who is going to follow that curriculum. Then the research community. The role of researchers is to provide the information about the latest trend and issues in curriculum development. Community members. Community members are parents of the children and other members of the society. They have the responsibility to provide their input in school matters at different levels. Business community. They are the stakeholders of the school because of their economic and political influences. They are the part of school in terms of human capital, technology and industrial outputs. Government officials. They are also the important part of school because education and politics go hand to hand and political parties have a great influence on the curriculum development process. Then pressure groups. These are the people who try to influence the public policy in the interest of the particular cause. It includes a religious group, NGOs, environmentalists, etc. Professional organizations. The inputs of the professional organization is important in terms of obtaining a support from the educational establishment. Their agent is to see that how educational aims benefits their membership, professional roles and responsibilities warrant what is good for schools. Government bodies. Representatives from governments and legislative group should be included in this process because they have the power to change, modify and bring necessary changes in curriculum. This is a sociological foundation. Then psychological foundation. Psychological foundation emphasizes that the child is the center of education process. So, child develops their various stages. There are the individual differences of the interest, need, capacity, ability, and among the children. There are two theories of the learning, that is the behaviorism and cognitivism. In behaviorism, learning is considered as a habit formation and teaching is regarded as arranging a learning experiences in such a way as to promote a desired behavior. In cognitivism, which focus their attention on how the individual process information and how they monitor and manage the thinking. Then curriculum planning. The first step in any curriculum development process is making the need analysis, which involves the research and reviews of a recent issue and trends of the discipline, which helps the curriculum community to identify the key issue and trends. Curriculum design. It is nothing but the plan of action which is concerned with the selection and organization of content, learning experiences, method, techniques, activities to be used as an instructional strategies, and the evaluation process to be adapted. This curriculum design explains what the philosophy adopted while planning the curriculum. It should include the answers and justifications about the various aspects, like why should the student learn a specific subject, what kind of learning experiences are to be given, and which courses are the core courses and which are the elective courses and which are the optional courses. It again gives the detail of every course, like the goal and objectives of every course, unit-wise structure of the course, then suggested instructional strategies and techniques, and they also gives the references and resources. Curriculum transaction. This refers to the actual implementation or stage of the curriculum. It is a commencement, the design curriculum. This involves the applications of resources, orientation and training of those involved in the transaction. The development of material also. Thus, this will involve making the teacher aware of the design of a new curriculum, his organization and organizing the training session regularly, they taking the feedback regularly in this curriculum transaction process. The last step is the evaluation step. This step is very essential so as to make sure that the changes are occurring as desired, the improvements is in correct direction and the results are as anticipated. It is also necessary for updating of the curriculum and determining the success of the implemented curriculum.